Okay, so I finally decided on which VR headset I'm going to get and why. So I haven't done too much research on the VR until now. I mean, I know about the headsets, the Vive, the Rift, the PlayStation VR thing, stuff like that. Like, I knew what technology was coming out, and I had a basic understanding of who made them and whatever. But I was trying to figure out, and I didn't want to get the PlayStation VR because it's very limited. It's only for the PlayStation. It's very specific. And I wanted something a little more broad, which is why I then decided, hey, I want the Rift because PC gaming. And they said that eventually it will be compatible with Xbox One. So that was like my main thing. And I was like, fuck yes. Then I kept reading and I went on to the Vive. And I was like, cool, but I still want the Rift. I was dead set on the Rift. And I changed my mind and I want to get the Vive. And the reason is there's two things that I learned about it that I didn't know before, and that's because I didn't look into it enough and stuff. I didn't know, and this is gonna sound pathetic, I didn't know that Valve and HTC made the headset. I didn't know like Valve was behind it. Valve made Steam, for those of you who don't know. I didn't know that they were a part of it, and that makes me more excited for it because of all the games on Steam and stuff. And Valve knows what they're doing in terms of running a business and doing things for their things that the fans want and all that. So it's not a bad thing. It's better, honestly. Facebook owns Oculus, and Facebook is just a bunch of money whores. And I mean, it's great that it'll be compatible with Xbox One, and don't think the Vive will. I have a feeling eventually they'll let like other VR headsets in on the Xbox One thing, but knowing Facebook, and since they own Oculus, I have a big feeling they might not let that happen. In terms of PC gaming, the Oculus is a lot more limited to being at your computer and like right there near your sensor, you know. I don't want to make it sound like you're plugged in, but I just mean like you kind of have to be right in front of your station, and which is fine. It's got one sensor. It lets you stand up and look around and all that good stuff. But the Vive has room scaling, which means you can be pretty much anywhere in your room, and it'll compensate for that. There's multiple sensors. There's a bunch of sensors on the headset itself. It has the controller, where Oculus Rift's controllers haven't even been FDA approved yet, according to their website last I checked. So that's a big reason why I want to go with the Vive now. I really wanted the Rift to be a good headset with Xbox One, especially just because I'm such a big Xbox user. Although I do want to branch out a bit, do some more PS4 stuff. I don't do enough PS4, and do more PC stuff and some more mobile gaming stuff. I kind of want to be all over the place. I'll get back into Nintendo when the console comes out, most likely. I think that's what I'm going to do for the VR, though. I think that's what I'll do. So let me know what you guys think I should do, what you're going to do if you are. The Vive is $800, the Oculus is $600. I don't know what the price point of the PlayStation 1 is. Knowing Sony, it'll most likely be somewhere between $300 and $400, I would imagine. And I'm curious to see, I haven't looked at the PlayStation VR that much because I'm not really interested at all. But what I mean when it comes to that is I just feel like if I'm gonna pay $600 for an Oculus, why not pay $200 more for the Vive? So yeah, that's kind of where I land there. And this is really depressing. Check engine light came on. Yippee! I don't know why my check engine light came on. I don't know why this is happening to me. It's probably nothing. It goes on once in a while for no reason. So I need to get that looked at before I go to Georgia, though, because I'm not going to drive from New York to Georgia and back with a check engine light on, because, yeah, I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? I'm going to go now. Let me know what you guys think on this whole thing. Let me know if you guys actually want to even see VR stuff happening. I most likely will do a ton of videos on it anyway, but let me know if there's anything specific. I'm not going to be getting one like soon. I'd like to get one in a month or two, just because I've got so much other shit going on. I don't really have time to worry about a VR headset right now, but I'll worry about that when I get back from Georgia, if I go, now that I have my check engine light on. But I will talk to you guys later. Stay melted, everybody.